Guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I know you guys are probably wondering exactly what it is that I'm talking about. This is a story that's very dear to me, a situation that happened to me in life, and I wanted to share it with you. Please do not get down and out and feel really sad. That is not my intention. I don't know what it is that you may be going through. Hopefully this is something that you learn from and grow from. Don't feel down, but I had this fight with God and I lost. I was on my way to an appointment, and I had was calling my cousin. Me and him was so very close. It was like this. He was as close to me as my own son, as much as love that you can have for your own child. I was calling him. I didn't get a hold to him. So when I got to my appointment, I called him again. So this time he answered. He had been on the phone with his mom. So he went on ahead and he answered the phone this time to talk to me to see what it is that I wanted. He told me, he was like, I was on the phone with my mom. I told her let me go because Nisa keeps calling me. So when I was talking to him and stuff like that, it's like I just got this strange feeling. He said to me, okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna lay on this floor one last time. Like that. So I'm like, he's gonna lay on this floor one last time. I'm like, no, like that just didn't sound right. And I was like, it's something that's not right. I just know it's just something that's not right. I'm finna go over there. I was gonna leave my appointment that I was at, and I was just ready to go over there. And then my inner spirit, I instantly had a feeling like I was connected with God. It's like I instantly heard this voice that said, "You can't stop anything." And I'm like, I know it's something finna happen to him. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna, I'm gonna protect him. I'm gonna make sure that he's okay. So I just, because when he said, I'm gonna lay on this floor one last time, it's like you heard a spiritual thing, like one last time. It's like that just completely just echo in my head. Like that is very bizarre. The thing of the matter is, it was just that he worked at a he had his own little business. He was a jewelry designer and stuff like that, and he actually made pieces for Lil Wayne and Missy Elliott. The Cash Money pieces, he made those pieces, and he made the Birdman pieces for Lil Wayne and everything like that. So he had a little bit of interaction with celebrities. He was making jewelry for celebrities and stuff like that. But anyway, he had a small business that was still trying to get off the ground. So a lot of times he would sleep at his shop. So I can understand him saying that he was going to go to sleep. But when I heard him say one last time, it's like it echoed like one last time. Like something was gonna happen to him. So I was like, I'm finna go over there. I'm finna go over there. That's what I'm thinking to myself. I didn't verbally say it out loud because I wasn't with anybody. I was just thinking to myself, I'm gonna leave my interview and I'm gonna go over there to make sure that he's okay. And instantly like that, I hear a voice in my head. I hear the Lord speaks to me like, you're not gonna stop anything. And then that's when I was like, but I'm going anyway. I'm going anyway. And it was like, but it's nothing you could do to stop it. You can't stop it. You can't. So I'm like, well, if he's gonna die, I'd rather die with him. So I was just fussing with God. I found myself fussing with God. Not saying that I'm proud of it or anything like that, but I found myself fussing with God. And I was like, Lord, I'm gonna go over there anyway. And if he died, I'd rather just die with him. But I'm gonna go over there. And then it's like he was saying, but it's not your time, and it's nothing that you can do about it. You can't stop it, and it's not your time. And then I'm just study like, but I'm going anyway. I'm going anyway. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going anyway. So then all of a sudden, the lady that was interviewing me, she came out the room and she called my name, and instantly my mind went blank. It's like I totally at that moment completely just forgot all about what I was just thinking. In an instant, it just left my head. It's like as if my memory was erased. Like my mind just totally went blank. It's like as if that argument never happened, that conversation never happened. My Me being upset and emotional, thinking my cousin is gonna get killed. I just know it. Something is happening to him right now, and I have to go over there to protect him, to help him. It's like instantly my mind just went blank, and I went on in the interview, sat down with the lady, laughed, talked, just totally forgot about everything. And I just went on talking to her. And just completely forgot about everything. So then I left the interview and I returned back to work because I was at work. I left my job as a nail tech. I left the salon to go to the interview. So I went on ahead back to work. And when I got back to work, shortly after, it seemed like maybe 30 minutes, an hour at the most, I was back at work and my cousin called me. She called me with a slow, steady voice. Nisa, his office is roped off. And I'm like, what? And I just lost it. I just lost it. I just was like, I knew it. 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 And I was just yelling. I found myself in the middle of the salon just yelling. I knew it. I didn't care. I was screaming to the top of my lungs, and guests at the salon that was getting the service done was looking. And I remember when I was just still praying that he hadn't got killed, that he was okay. But when that detective that walked up and his name on his jacket said it all. It just said it just said it all. I'm like, this officer is for only crime scenes that end in death. So when I saw him walk up, I just passed. I just fell out. Like, I never can say I ever got mad at God about anything, no matter how bad something happened to me in my life. I always accept responsibilities for stuff, and I know that even with death of my cousin, like, it's like I know I can't get mad at God. I didn't like the situation, but I wasn't mad at him. Even though I was screaming to the top of my lungs, I knew it. I knew it. I should have went over there. And that voice returned to my head. It's like, but I told you, it's nothing that you could have done to stop it. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I'd rather have just died with him. I don't care. And it's like, but it's not your time. It's not your time. And I was just so upset. And then I remember, like, after his death, a lot of people, because they knew how close we were and how inseparable we was, people would periodically just come by my house and just look in on me. But like I say, I never got mad with God because I understand, you know. So it's like, I used to read the Bible day in and day out, trying to get understandings, trying to know where it is that he went to, like, not where he went to, but like what it is that he's doing at this moment. You know, you hear a lot of people saying that your family member is looking down. So, you know, and then I read in the Bible that the dead does not know what the living is doing, and the living does not know what the dead is doing. So it's like, I knew that he couldn't see me, but he's alive and I can't see him. We're separated for now. And I was just so like, I was just trying to learn everything. I read the story about when Jesus Christ lost his friend. I can't think of his name right now in the book. He had a friend that he even grieved over that died. So I was like just heartbroken, but I still found comfort in the word. And you know, it's like when it all came down to it and I was talking to God, I was like, I'm so upset. I was like, I'm just gonna miss him so much. I'm gonna miss everything about him. Like, it's just the little things, you know. It's the little things. I was like, his sarcastic laugh, his sarcasm, the things that he say, the things that he do, like his voice. I would never hear it again. His laugh. It's just so much, Lord, that I'm just gonna miss about him. The little things, you know. And then it's like, even in the midst of all of this, you know, I was just in the midst of all of this, the Lord still blessed me, you know, because lo and behold, all the little things that I confided in God and said and expressed to him and said that I'm hurting and that I would miss, he actually took all of that and placed it in my son. It's like all of the things about my cousin, I see it in my son. He was an architecture design student. My son is going for the same things, a lot of the same things that he did. My son is doing, and I always, and he's the same size. The sarcasm, the sarcastic laugh, everything. It's like he gave it all back to me. So I guess in a sense you can actually say I didn't lose that fight after all. In a sense, it's like the will of God was still done, but at the same time, he still took care of me and made sure that I was okay. The last day I actually saw him, it was during Mother's Day. He had gave me a rose, a single rose for Mother's Day. And that was the last time that I saw him. Guys, it's a good and bad to any story. It's just depending on what side of the story you want to look at. So I was just looking at it and I'm telling myself, my cousin he was so talented. He was so talented. Even the police officers that was at the scene, they were so upset because they could see all the talent in his office and stuff like that. All the stuff that he designed. So the police officers was like, they was very upset. It was like a lot of talent going to waste. And he was very consistent and persistent, even from a child, with what he wanted to be in life. And unfortunately, the day he died, the people from Bird Eyes, a major corporation department store here in Florida, they came to his office and they was looking for him, one of the representatives, and we was like, I'm sorry, but he just got killed. And he was a Caucasian guy, he was a white guy. He was heartbroken. He was like, he just shook his head in disbelief. He had to go back and tell the people that the person had just got killed. So it was a very, very hard situation. Jesus Christ had a lot of talent, also. And who on this earth has died a worse death than Jesus Christ? It's like we have a job to come here and do, and then we go home. So I was like, even God allowed his son to die, and we're no more talented than him. We're no more creative than him. We're no more smarter than him. And we have not, no one has died a worse death than he. He had to bear his own cross, take his own cross that someone hung him on and killed him on. So I was just thinking about all of that, and it's like, I said, Lord, I'm just gonna look to see what it is that you're gonna bring this family through, because everything happened for a reason, and I just wanted to, take things in a positive way. But yeah, that is the story of the fight I had with God and lost. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I know it's not a fun story, but nevertheless it's a story time, and I'm doing just fine. So I don't want you guys to feel all sad and down and out for me. Everything is just fine. I'm okay. But I just wanted to share this with you guys. So yeah, if you guys want to see any more stories like this on my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Click the description button below and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the notification button so that you'll know each and every time a video is uploaded to this channel. I really do appreciate you guys. You could have stopped by and watched 100,000 million trillion different creators here on YouTube, but you decided to watch me. And that says a whole lot, and I'm very grateful. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next video.